Good. This is awesome. So excited that everybody can join us this morning, or I guess it's this afternoon now. My name's Angela Yablonsky, and I'm from Vernon, British Columbia, Canada. And this is so exciting that we're able to get on and do this Zoom for you this morning. We really belong to an amazing opportunity company. And today we're really looking forward to utilizing this opportunity to show you how you can create sustainable or residual income for your non-for-profit. So I'm super excited to be able to share this with you and have some great guests on this morning. So as we know, as much fun as fundraising can be, and all the work that goes into that, or asking people for money on a regular basis, what if there was another way? What if there was another opportunity that we could create that residual income, that money was coming in for our not-for-profits on a regular basis? Well, for me, that's exactly what I found through this company. So I've owned a gym now for 16 years. So that's my traditional at-home business. And a few years into that, or after that, 5 years now, actually, I was introduced to a company called Nucerity. And when I was introduced to Nucerity, I loved the product. The product actually changed me and my kids' skin completely. And I'm so grateful that's a whole other story, but I'm so grateful that my kids were able to go through high school without having acne, because I suffered with acne all through high school and I know how hard that was. So for me, that was such a gift to be able to offer to my kids. And so 2 years ago, we partnered with another amazing company, RX, and here we are. So I'm also the founder and the executive director of a not-for-profit, the Zimbabwe Project. And the Zimbabwe Project, our mission is to assist children and families in Zimbabwe by creating opportunities for education, healthcare, and employment through the development of sustainable businesses and community development in those rural areas. So I'm so excited to share with you today exactly what happened when I sat in a meeting just like this. It was actually a couple years after I started using the product. I used the product, loved it, but really I was not interested in network marketing. I had watched all of my family do it. Nobody was successful in it, and it was just something that I personally wasn't interested in. So I came to a meeting like this and I listened to a little bit more. And I remember sitting there, and with the Zimbabwe Project, there was a huge cholera outbreak. Hundreds of people were dying and nobody had access to clean water. And we were supposed to be putting in a new well. And we could not get the money into the country. And the only way to get it in was if somebody flew down and actually physically took the money and we put the well in. And it was Christmas time, and everybody was like, I just don't want to take that time and that finances right now to go to Africa to put this well in. And I remember rolling my bottle of Sincerity in my hands thinking, oh my gosh, I am being so selfish. I have this incredible opportunity to make a massive difference if I just share this little bottle, which I love anyways. And that was the turning point for me. I knew I had to do this business, not just for me and my family, but for me, I needed to do this business for my not-for-profit to create a legacy, to create a new plan, a new way for other not-for-profits, for them to be able to follow, that there's a better way that we can do this. And so this morning, we just want to share some different things that, how we utilize what we've been given through RX to benefit our not-for-profits. So excited that Heshi is able to join us this morning. Heshi is such an incredible woman, and we're so fortunate to have her in our company. And she's the founder and CEO of the this is Jet Netting Connection. Her company is based on building quality relationships fast. It's amazing for entrepreneurs, small businesses, corporations, not-for-profits, and network marketers. She's also a professional speaker. She's a trainer. She focuses on the power of collaboration and provides the mindset and skills to facilitate this. She's also the founder of a not-for-profit, Kids Better World, where she devotes her life to provide basic human needs to global children, equipping them with the values of diversity, self-determination, and responsibility. She's also been featured twice in the magazine Inc. and has hosted her own radio talk show. So I'm so excited because she has incredible stories, and so she's going to share with us this morning where her water bottle, her Purity water bottle has been, and some of the great things that it has done. So Hashi, can you share with us this morning?
I can if you also share the screen so that people can actually watch at the same time. But before I even need that screen, my first time in Africa was when I went with Werner, and I was going to climb Kilimanjaro, but I found a greater joy, and that actually was taking care of kids. The first place I went to was a hospital and a church and an orphanage. And when I asked the father who was part of my sponsorship, said to me, when I asked him what he needed from us or me as a nonprofit organization, he said water. And I went, oh my gosh. So I came back to the United States, and that's really what I wanted to do, is to raise money for water. And then in 2012, I was at the opening RX convention in the United States, and they brought this huge machine out, and they started throwing everything from dirt to juice to you name it. It went in that thing, and Werner was on stage, and they took it out, and it was crystal clear water. And I went, oh, I don't want to try that at all. And he said, if you're going to sell this, you've got to try it. And so I drank it, and the tears started rolling down my eyes, because I realized that I had a gift, because 5,000 children die every day from drinking contaminated water. And it doesn't have to be that way. And I now had a gift. And my goal was to help children all over the world. But Africa had this draw to me because Werner was born there, and I had adopted a young man from there. And I just wanted to help, and I fell in love with the kids. And then I decided I was going back every year. And just bringing the bottles and seeing the joy on the faces of the kids was amazing. And I remember the first time that I brought the bottles there, I didn't have enough for all the kids. So I gave them out to the older kids, and the younger kids started crying. And I went, I'm not ever going to do this again. I'm not going to bring anything somewhere where not everyone had it. So even if it was a whole classroom, a whole school, a whole orphanage, whatever it was. And so the first thing I knew, if you look up on the picture there, I don't speak Swahili, although I've learned quite a few words since going back every year since 2010. So I had to have someone translate. And then I went from where all the little kids were, and I always needed someone to translate, but I never needed anything to translate the smile that came across their faces when they drank the water and when they saw the dirt at the bottom. And then as it came up through the straw, there was nothing left. It was just exciting for them. Up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see a little girl standing on a table there. And when I've got 200 to 300 kids at a time, they don't have auditoriums, so you can't put them that way. So we went outside, and I put her up on the table. It was just amazing. And the kids all wanted the bottle. I didn't have enough bottles then. And I said, it's going to go in according to age, and the older kids will start, and then we'll move down to the younger. The kids that come from a further distance, I wanted to make sure they got the bottles, because along the way, they just drink from the scummy water that wherever they find it. In the middle, you see myself with Peggy, who's the principal at the Nelson Mandela School. And it took a couple years to get in there, but the guy on the Juma, who was on the left in the red, made the arrangements for me because everybody knew who I was around the whole area. So I got in, I loved it. You can see all the children one at a time, from each place to place, drinking the water, and they love what happened just watching the dirt disappear. I wanted to be able to start bringing the kids at the Maasai villages, the water bottles. The chief actually took one from me when I was going to give it to a child. So I've learned how to handle the bottles that I have with me. I call on kids to come to the front of the room, because I always say, the first person who's going to try this, and I make this face, it's filled with muddy water. I make them go out and put extra mud in. I said, the first one who comes to the front of the room to try this is going to be a star, because stars come to the front of the room and they take risks. So this little boy came to the front of the room, and he looked at me like I was weird, but he drank it. And at the end, I had a boy and a girl. I always want to go for the girls, because they're the ones responsible for getting the water. Anyway, when they did that, those are the kids who got the bottles first because they took a risk, and then I taught them about coming to the front and always being there. Then you could see going into classrooms, bringing the bottles and having the kids celebrate when they get them, the joy of dancing around when they have their own water bottle. And I would just say that at the very bottom, you'll see me talking to someone on the street, and it was one of the older bottles, actually the oldest bottle. And I stop everyone on the street because if I don't stop them, I'm stealing their health from them. And the last one is that my wish is that every child in the world has a purity bottle of their own, because we have the ability to do it. And if we don't do it, as you said earlier, we're being really selfish. We're caring about themselves. And the only time that I got sick when I was in Africa was when I lent someone my bottle, and I bought a plastic bottle of water, and I was in bed for 4 days. So I don't want that to ever happen to me, anyone I know, and especially to the children of the world.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Heshi. That is, yeah, I absolutely touches me. I totally know exactly what you're saying, as I've delivered those bottles to Africa on several occasions myself. So thank you so much for sharing your story this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Cassidy, we're super excited to have you. So glad that you guys have been working hard on a new program that you're going to share with us a little bit. Cassidy is the director of project management. She's been with RX for 5 years. She started in brand management, and then she transitioned to project management several years ago. Now her and her team are responsible for projects like bringing new products to market, market opening, mergers, acquisitions, mobile apps, like the RX, or she's working on the RX Foundation and the rewards program, which we all love, AOR, and lifestyle perks. So Cassidy, can you share with us this morning a little bit about the 2-for-1 water bottle? Or, go ahead, I'll let you share.
Sure, I'd love to. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. So Angela, that was such a nice introduction, and I do get the benefit of touching a lot of different parts of the business, but one of the most special parts of my job as of late is working with Jeff on the RX Foundation for Human Potential. So RX has its own foundation that helps service a lot of charitable causes around the world. We're in a lot of different countries all over the world and get to work with incredible people to do so. But one of the coolest parts of what I get to do is be the support system for the RX entrepreneurs and the people like yourselves that are involved in these really engaging and impactful charitable causes. So something that we get to do is provide a vehicle for you guys to go out and help gather these charitable donations in the form of cash and money, but also with these incredible water bottles. So Heshi, thanks so much for sharing your experience with the water bottle. The water bottle is not only an incredible product for you to have for yourselves, but is definitely one of the most impactful donation items that RX has to offer as well. So I'll just share a little snapshot of something that we can do to help. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah, okay, I'm getting some thumbs up. So because we get to work with so many people that are involved in these engaging causes, we have come up with a method that will allow us to support many different people working on many different projects without having them compete with one another. So Heshi's an example, Angela's an example. We've got so many different, a list of hundreds and hundreds of people that are engaged in these types of causes. And something that we do with the water bottle in particular is we set it up in our shopping cart, and we're able to sell 2 water bottles and donate 1 water bottle and filter when this item is purchased. So we set it up in the cart, and it actually acts as a hidden item. So what we do is we give you a special code, and then you're able to use that in all of your marketing materials, all of your promotional efforts, to get people to purchase this item, not only because it's a great product that's going to impact their lives, but the donation side of it is what you need to go out into these communities that you're working with, and really make an effort to do some good and change the lives of these people. So let me just give you the nitty gritty details of it. So we sell it for the equivalent of $130 US, and it comes with 60 PV. And then when someone orders this, they get 2 bottles and filters shipped to their house. And then what we do is we keep the donation bottle and filter, and then whoever this item is associated with. So that unique code I talked to you about, Heshi has a unique code. Angela could have a unique code. Whoever has one that's set up, as soon as you're ready to make your donation or ready to do something with the bottles, we hold on to those and then we bulk ship them to you for you to distribute as you need to. So as of late, I mean, just with the climate of what's going on in the world, there's been a lot of opportunity to get involved and to serve and to make a difference. And so it's been so fascinating to see these groups kind of come out of the woodwork. We're working with groups in the Philippines, in Asia Pacific, in Africa, all over the place with this type of model. So what we believe is we provide the vehicle. It gives you the flexibility to go out and promote this item as you need to, and in a way that gives you the flexibility to really leverage this how you would like. So that's my 2 cents. I don't want to take a lot of time, but basically we provide something that lets you, I'm just repeating myself over and over again, but this is how we can support you, and we're really excited to keep working with all these organizations. So thanks so much. Jeff, I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
Well said, Cassidy. I think it's great. And truthfully, to both Angela and Heshi, it really is an honor and a privilege for Cassidy and I to participate in activities such as these. The RX Foundation for Human Potential has actually made contributions, donations, supported activities, organizations all around the world for many years, and it's exciting to see the kinds of positive influence that each of you have on other people. I think Heshi was doing this type of thing even before we came up with the idea of supporting with the foundation, and it's just very admirable. But to be able to participate, to contribute, to be a part of it, and to make a difference really is the more important thing of what we do, not only as individuals, but as an organization. And so we're honored to be a part of it, to help, and would love to facilitate in every way we possibly can. So thank you, Angela, for the invitation, for the opportunity to join with you in such a great cause, a great opportunity. And hopefully through these types of activities, you'll be able to reach in each of your organizations, your teams, your business, more and more people who literally are looking for ways to help other people. It's at the time of our lives right now, with all of the craziness that's going on around us, around the world, that we're grateful for health, we're grateful for the incomes that we have, the job opportunities, but we're finding more and more people are wanting to help others, which is a great result of challenge, sacrifice, and the conditions that we live in. And people seem to turn to each other and to help. And so we're grateful to be a part of that. And so thank you again, and congratulations for such great efforts, and appreciate being able to participate with you.
That's great. Thanks, Jeff, and thanks, Cassidy, for all you do to provide these opportunities. Cassidy, I love what you said about that it's really just a vehicle for us to utilize. And so thank you for wording it like that. I love that. So, and thanks to RX for providing us with this opportunity. So we have Brent joining us. Brent's been involved in network marketing since 2011 while he was working as an athletic director. Brent has a heart for helping people, and this opportunity has helped him to now help people all around the world. So I'm so excited that Brent's going to be able to explain a little bit about how the business model with RX works this morning.
Angela, thanks so much for having me this morning and inviting me. Heshi, thank you. And just what a godsend you are to so many people. And, you know, it's a privilege to be here. I'm kind of like the new kid on the block. You know, I've been in the industry for quite some time. And, you know, I really believe that God puts things in your path you don't see coming. And for me, and my organization, that was RX several months ago. And I'm so blessed, so grateful, because one of the things of getting to know people like Jeff Yates, one of the founders, is this company really is seeking out the human potential for good in people. And I see it every day. And Angela, you and Heshi are just shining examples of that. So I'm excited and I'm fortunate to be on the call and to share with you my vision for what I see with this opportunity and how to get started, how to be a part of it. You know, I'm going to screen share with you, if you will, just to let you know. I always like to say, I don't like this to be like a presentation, but I do want you to see a few things that I feel like is very important. First of all, the first thing is I'm just like you. You know, my background was coaching. I was a high school football coach. I was a principal of a high school. I was an athletic director. You can see me there on the left where I was coaching. You can see me as a principal with my tie on and one of my students. And that's really where I found this industry. I had had success in my profession, but financially we got ourselves in a bind. And really it was from just reaching out. We had taken, we've got 2 kids of our own, and we had taken 2 kids in to live with us from an unfortunate home situation. And we had gotten ourselves into a place where our income stream was here, but our lifestyle, raising the kids, the mortgage, the homes, was just neck and neck. And we found ourselves in credit card debt. And that's where someone introduced me to this industry. And so, although I was out seeking and wanting to help others, this industry really helped me. And we joined the industry, and really just it made sense when we were talking about helping people with their health. You know, that to me is the most valuable thing that money can't buy, is great health. And we got started using the product, started benefiting, but we also started generating extra income. And my story is, about 90 days in, I started generating enough income on the side that was helping me to pay for the mortgage of my home. And it was helping me provide for those kids that we had brought into our home. And that's where I really saw a bigger picture of, what if, not taken away from what I'm already doing in my career, what if I started to learn this industry more? And the more I'm blessed, the more I try to bless others. And through the course of about 15 months, we got to a place where we were generating more income with this industry than we were with our full-time career. But I saw a way to where I could walk away, not to retire, but to walk away and do this industry full-time and take it to the world. Like, the more I'm blessed, be a bigger blessing to other people. And I think that's why I connect so heavily with RX and you, Angela, and Heshi, with what you're doing, because this industry's provided almost a decade here. There's me in the middle in a rainforest in Puerto Rico, just kind of lifting my hands up, you know, thanking the good Lord for really providing this industry and allowing us to create relationships and give back. And me with my team in Utah at one of the RX conventions. And I tell people all the time, I just want you to understand my story. But RX to me is a way to where we can take their products, whether it's reducing inflammation in a person's body, better sleep, looking better, feeling better, more energy. We're taking our products, our house of brands, and we're just allowing it to benefit individuals. And we're doing it through global transformations. That's what I tell people. What I love about this is pictures speaks 1,000 words. And we have an app on our phone that shows before and after pictures that are of people just like you and me using our products, our cutting edge products backed by science to make a difference in their life. And we're doing it through weight loss, one form, using our amazing products. This is a guy in Denver, Colorado, having a huge weight loss transformation. You know, Here's our connect out that is showing people from, Angela, you were a part of Nucerity and you talked about Skincerity. I mean, the person up on the top left, huge transformation with their skincare. You know, bottom left, we own a company called Slenderize, amazing company for weight management. A gentleman here, it's life-changing when you can have those type of results. We're doing it all over the world with RX. And that's what's so exciting. And what I love is RX has taken kind of a 360-degree approach with every person. All of their companies represent better health on the inside, but also on the outside of a person's body. And we do it with our house of brands. It's really unique. If you were to really simply think, over the last 12 months, here's the concept I love. Redirect your spending. Be a part of our community by just simply being smart where you put your money. Over the last 12 months, have you used vitamins in your daily diet? We have one of the most pristine vitamin lines that you can purchase through a company we own called Nutrify. They have a product called MOA, which is over 30 plus superfoods, like squeezed, if you will, into one pouch with just great for inflammation. It's known as the mother of all, but it's a great, I use it every day in my diet. I'm in better shape, better health today at 44 than I was when I started this industry in my 30s because of products like this. We own a company called Slenderize. It's a homeopathic weight management company, and I love the weight loss drops, Angela. I use the weight loss drops every day, 10 minutes before I eat, just very simple to use. But also the Giving Greens. 2 scoops is like 2 pounds of vegetables, but it's allowing my body to do things that it was intended to do when it's fed the right foods. We've got a company called Limu. How many people out there in the world today drink energy drinks, but they're not good for them? And they know that. We have a company that its super nutrient in the products is from a seaweed. Very good for you. And they have energy drinks, but they're all natural. They're really, really good for you. And they have a nutritional supplement that's awesome for your immune system. We have a company called, and you've just been talking about it, Purity. No more bottles of water. You can fill this up anywhere and it takes all the bad out of water. It puts the good in your body. What a huge, huge thing. We own an essential oils company called Prime. 2 skincare companies, Nucerity and Jove, that's feeding your face and your body great, great things. And then Revive, our personal care product company, toothpaste, hair care products, body wash. But here's the concept. Odds are you're already spending money outside for products like this. So redirect your spending into this house of brands, be a part of our community, grow a business on the side, and let's go change and affect people's lives for the better. That's what I love about what we're doing. And we back all of our products with a 30-day money-back guarantee, with the RX seal of approval. You couldn't spend your money on a better, high-grade house of brands in our products. Unbelievable. And here's what I like to share from a business standpoint. Think about the world today, the health and wellness industry. It's a $4.2 trillion industry. We can change a lot of lives by using our house of brands. Energy drink industry, $55 billion. The weight loss industry. We have companies that represent this industry, $204 billion industry. Skincare industry, $135 billion. Personal care industry, $250 billion. And a lot of people ask, hey, Brent, how do you get involved and share? We do it from home, through technology. I tell people today, we have a business in the palm of our hands from anywhere we want to go in the world. We do it through Zoom communications. We do it through FaceTimes. We do it through social media. And it's unbelievable what RX has given us the potential to do to spread their company name all throughout the world. a lot of people ask, how do I get started? How do I do this? This is what I love. Just to show you an image of this. I got started just by picking a pack, and I started using the products to create my own transformation, right? How many of you agree that you gotta believe in what you're putting inside of you? So I started with a pack, and I just started using the products, created my own transformation. And then RX said, hey, go share with 4 other people. 4 other people, you can achieve a rank in our company, get your initial purchase money back, and now let's get those 4 people started on their own transformation, and then we'll help them share with 4. Now we've got 16. Now we help those 16 have a transformation and share with their 4, and we continue to grow it. So when I looked at this, Angela, I started with 4 almost a decade ago. Today, I've helped over tens of thousands of people in my organization, people that I didn't know, people in other countries, because I just simply started. And that's what I wanted to share with you, that visual today. And all by just helping people look better, feel better, and live better. It's that simple. And here's why it's the perfect timing. This is what I get excited about, because RX, if you've looked at the company, RX is a company since 2011 that's grown year over year over year. Unbelievable growth. Last year, we did over $230 million in sales. My question when I looked at RX was, what does the future look like? Can we imagine over the next 5 to 7 years with people at an all-time high, getting products, getting things shipped right to their doorstep? RX fits into this beautifully all over the world. We're going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. The growth curve is going to be absolutely amazing. And when you look from a global spectrum, you look from the global markets, RX, is growing in Europe. We're growing in Japan. We're growing, in a lot of markets. You look at North America, we have so much opportunity to grow. I was just on a Zoom today with South Africa, and we're sharing with them there, and they're joining the team. RX ships to over 40 plus countries. My thing is over the years, as we spread this will be a household name with companies that we continue to expand in our house of brands. Now's the time. And the beauty is when you ask yourself, well, Brent, how do I get started? You just simply get back with the person that got you on this and get the pack that represents what you need and start using our products. Okay? Start having your own transformation. And then I promise you this, we will help you and support you and help you grow your team. The company will not let you down. The products are backed by science, and they will not let you down. You've heard from Heshe, you've heard from Angela about that. But here's another thing I can tell you. The leadership will be here, and we'll be here to do it as a team. So we succeed as a team, and we want you to be a part of the team. So join us today. Thank you for having me, Angela, on this. I'll turn it back to you.
Sounds great. Thanks so much for sharing, Brent. So I just want to thank everybody for joining us today and listening to an opportunity. I want to encourage you all that, get back to the person that sent you this video and ask the questions that you have. Get your questions answered, because as Brent said, there is a product for everybody in this company. And we know that this is the opportunity that can change your life and can change so many other people's. And so contact those people and get your questions answered. So thanks so much. Thanks for Heshe and Cassidy and Jeff and Brent for joining me today and helping make this happen. And we look forward to working and meeting with you guys next time.
Good to be with you. Thanks, Angela.
So much.
Thank you.
Good to hear you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cassidy. Thanks, Heshe.
Thank you.